Hey, good afternoon. This is Angela Brown, and I am here today with Diana Quintana, and we're going to break down the differences between hoarding disorder and hoarding tendencies. And lots of us are wondering where that breakdown is. And so, with the help of Diana, she's going to help us understand some of the differences in the hoarding and what that all breaks down to be. So, please help me welcome Diane Quintana. Diane, how are you today?
Oh, I'm well. Thanks so much for having me, Angela.
So, specializing in chronic disorganization. Tell
Yes.
us about chronic disorganization because I think everybody that I know has some little part of that inside them.
Oh, sure. Everybody does, including me. So, chronic disorganization is characterized by a lifelong search and struggle to be organized. And
Mhm.
ever since being a child, getting organized or being organized in any way, shape, or form is a struggle. It's something that they've tried self-help methods, and the disorganization impacts your relationships, whether it's a relationship with a spouse or a parent or a friend. It has an impact. Why? Because typically it's hard to find the things that you need. Typically, you're running late all the time or feeling like you're behind an eight ball, struggling to get on top of all the things you want to do. And that's what we call chronic disorganization.
Well, I appreciate the explanation because for all the homes that I've been in over the last 30 years, there are a lot of areas, sometimes in the tidiest homes, but there are areas where, like, the laundry room will just look like it exploded,
Right.
or it will be several closets, or it will be a scary room, or it will just be packets of the house.
Hmm.
And a lot of times we see really busy people, and oftentimes they're busy people that have dedicated their lives in the service of other people. And then
Hmm.
they come home and they're just too exhausted to clean their own home or to organize or to tidy up or what have you. And I don't think it's anything other than I'm just too busy and I'm exhausted. I think that's all it is. And
Hmm.
so we're in the process of all of us that are here on the call and all of us that are in our Facebook group and all of us that are working through some of these issues together in the objectivity of having honest conversations with ourselves saying, why do I have so much stuff? So,
Yes.
so tell us, if you will, the difference between having too much stuff and just organizing the stuff that you have.
So, how do you define too much? I think that's a very personal question, right?
Mm.
Too many papers, too many pairs of shoes, too many handbags or tote bags, or too many bags for the groceries. So then it becomes a discipline to say, this is how many I need. And I was talking with a very busy parent the other day and trying to define how many clothes they think their children need at any one time and what can we reduce so that the amount of laundry that they're trying to do and the numbers of clothes that their children need to wear match up so that they
Mhm.
can stay on top of the laundry. Their children have clean clothes, and the laundry room doesn't look like a bomb exploded in it, and there's just clothes everywhere.
Mhm.
So we settled on 10 pairs of trousers, 10 tops, maybe 20 underwears, and so that they had enough to have an accident or need to have a change in between. And then we created a routine for this particularly very busy parent to do the laundry in small batches so that there was always enough clean clothes, maybe a little in the laundry, and then something in process. So I think that each person needs to define for themselves what is too much and how they can significantly reduce what the overwhelm is. Identify, first of all, the overwhelm, go about significantly reducing that, and then creating a plan or a schedule to take care of the things that they need to take care of. I think honestly, people spend a lot of time thinking about how long something takes to do and instead of doing it.
Mhm.
So coming home and being exhausted and dropping their things by the door because they're tired and they don't want to put them away. And then they sit down and think, oh my goodness, it's going to take me so long to put these things away, when in reality, if they got up and put them away, it would be done in a matter of minutes.
I think I'm one of those people. I think in my head, it always is gonna take so much longer than it actually does.
Mhm,
And so if there's something that I can procrastinate, like, "Oh, I don't wanna do that, I'll just do it all in a bunch on Saturday morning."
mhm.
And I'm now old enough and smart enough to know that Saturday morning is never coming.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so if I can work it into a daily routine, because
Mhm,
I'm at a place right now in my life where I realize there will always be cleaning. There will always be organizing, and it's never done. It's just like a cycle. It's like a process. It just
mhm.
is like a little part of every day. And I don't know if this is normal or if this is doable for other people. But for me, I have little window packets. And my window packet is if there's something in the microwave, I've got 2 minutes where I can tidy up around my
Yeah,
kitchen. Or if I'm
exactly.
on the telephone with my mother and I talk every Monday afternoon, that's
Mhm,
when I can get some dusting done. And so
mhm.
there are like little packets of time where in the back of my mind, like, oh, that's a little cleaning window and I can tidy up during that window.
Yes.
So if my husband comes home, there's this little window of time where he likes to chitty chat about absolutely nothing or the day or whatever. And
Mhm,
it's just going to be a few minutes of like random hanging out time.
mhm,
But while he's chitty chatting, I can be tidying up the kitchen and stuff while I'm still making random eye contact, but
mhm.
I'm still doing little things
Yeah.
that are helpful to tidy up the space. And then also in the bathroom in the morning, he likes to chitty chat a little bit before he goes to work. So I can tidy up in the bathroom a little bit and be putting things away from the vanity and folding
Mhm.
towels and things like that. That is not necessarily cleaning time, but it's just tidying up time.
And I have this expression called close the loop
Mm,
that I tell my clients to make sure you close the loop. So, for instance, in the morning, getting ready, putting on makeup and all of that, if you put the things back, just close the loop. Finish the task. You get the makeup out, you put it on, you finish the task by putting it away. In the morning, you get up, make the bed, you've tidied the bedroom. Just
uh-huh.
close that loop. Have a meal, do the dishes, and then that's closing the loop. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And if you picture just closing that loop, then that helps. And it really doesn't take very much time at all.
I love that. Okay, I've never
Mhm.
heard of that concept that way. I think for me personally, the loop that I'm going to close is when I come in from the car, I'm going to bring in my water bottle. I always have a water bottle with me inside
Uh-huh.
the car. I've got my car keys, I've got my purse, and I usually have a bag. The bag will be groceries, it will be my gym bag, it will be a tote bag of
Mhm.
something, but I'm gonna bring all of that stuff in and then put it away instead of just chunking it on my kitchen cupboard. So that is the loop that I'm gonna close. Alright.
Excellent.
Well, I really appreciate your time today because this was really insightful. And I learned personally about closing the loop. So, what I'm taking away from this today is I'm going to close the loop from the things that I've started piece by piece, day by day. Thank you so much for your time today. And thank you, Diane.
Bye. Thank you.